talk a little Lego Star Wars. It's of course, Ben, you mentioned it. Was it 12 days until
12 days exactly, or 11 by the time a lot of you will be listening to this.
I feel like we should sing a song about that too, but we won't. We got 12 days or 11 days until Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga comes out, and lots of gameplay footage has been released over the last little while, and we're gonna just let some of it play in the background. If you're watching the video, you can see it as we talk about what's going on with the Lego Star Wars game. That this footage was released by IGN. We'll mention that as well. So we got a bunch of Star Wars actors coming back for Lego Star Wars. We got some familiar faces from the films and the animated series. So this comes from the direct. Matt Lanter's coming back as Anakin Skywalker. James Arnold Taylor's back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Corey Burton is returning as Count Dooku. The great Tom Kane is going to play Yoda and Qui-Gon Jinn. Anthony Daniels is going to play C-3PO. Billy D. Williams, of course, is just going to continue to embody Lando Calrissian in everything he does. And so they just followed him around for a couple of days and recorded some new dialogue for this game. Matthew Wood as General Grievous and the Battle Droids, and Sam Witwer back as Darth Maul and as Palpatine. So less than 2 weeks out from Lego Star Wars. Where are we with our hype level for this game?
I'm so stoked. Like I don't know. I've many times talked about how excited I am for this game. Like Lego Star Wars, they're some of my favorite Star Wars video games, and this one looks just. I mean, they've spent so many years working on it to perfect it and make it. I think it's going to be the best Lego game ever made. Like I just could not be more excited.
Yeah, this gameplay looks insanely incredible, and I'm only disappointed that I don't yet have a console to play it on. I'm working on that, but in the meantime, I'm just like, I want to get my hands on this thing because it looks it's a gorgeous looking game. I think this could be one of the best Star Wars games ever in regards to it has so many things previous Lego Star Wars games didn't, and it has a lot of games that even other Star Wars games didn't. It feels a lot like, Battlefront in the way you have, health meters above all the characters' names. Now you can do combos with the moves. It's not just a slasher game. You can actually if you do a certain combo, you can do different things with lightsaber combat and whatever. You can take cover. There's so many new things. This really is it's a Lego game, but it's all new. It's completely new. So I'm looking forward, and the fact that it's, as much as I love the original games, and I recently went through original trilogy, Lego Star Wars 2 recently. It was so much fun. But getting into this one is going to be really fun because, it's all new. They've redone all the scenes, and yes, even mumble mode is a thing. I just freaking love it. That's going to be the thing is you got to play it with the voices and in mumble mode. That's been fun. Just play through the whole thing.
Yeah, that's just another excuse to play through the game multiple times. I wonder to complete your true Jedi status across the whole game. Do you have to play it in both speaking mode and mumble mode? It's crazy to me looking at the gameplay, how much video games have changed since the last one of these. I'm looking at this stuff that we're watching, and it's scenes from A New Hope, and I remember playing those games in the original trilogy version of the original Lego Star Wars games, and the movements are so much more dynamic. There's so much more you can do. They look like when Han Solo is shooting at stormtroopers, it looks like something out of a proper first-person shooter video game, which I never felt that, or I guess it's a third-person shooter, whatever. Which I never felt that about the old games, and so it's just wild that they've managed to update this game and update this style, and I hope that it lives up to the expectation. When Ben and I both buy our Switches next week, which I think we at one point said we were going to do, but at this point, I don't know.
I think I'm going to get it on PC because I want to stream it. I want y'all to be able to watch me playing, and I think the easiest way to do that is to get it on PC.
And see, I was gonna get a Switch, and then this little thing called Star Wars Celebration and plane tickets and all that stuff happened, and it had to be put off a few months.
Yeah. We'll get to it eventually, Ben. We'll get there. We'll play it someday.
And one day, I'll be in this podcast and being like, "Hey, Ben, I don't know. I'll just be like, I'll be over here playing it, and you guys will just let me know when you need my thoughts, because I'll just be engrossed in that."
See, I'm just gonna like, we're gonna FaceTime you, Ben, and then I'm gonna be like playing it. And I'm like, all right, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What button should I press?